All right, we're going to finish up the last page of the first review sheet, but actually take a look at the second review sheet. So notice to find the equation of a dilated line. So if I have a line, I have the equation, I'm going to dilate it. The first thing we want to do is check to see if the center is on the line, okay? So if it's on the line, it stays the same. And all you have to do for that is plug the center into the equation, okay? So plug the center. Remember, the center point has coordinates x and y, all right, into the equation. And just check to see if it's true. If it's true, the equation's right, then it's on the line. If it's not true, then it's not on the line. If it's not on the line, then we have to do a little bit more work, right? If the center of dilation is the origin, we just multiply the y-intercept times the scale factor, and if it's not, we're going to need to do the graph. And then just compare, look at the dilated line. So pick 2 points that are nice, move those points using the distance that it's going to either double, triple, or whatever it is for the dilation. And then once you know what the new line looks like, you can read the slope of y-intercept. Well, slope should be the same. Y-intercept is going to change. So that's all you're going to do for that one. So we're going to go back to our worksheet today, which is the last page here. All right. And here we go. So number 22. Line 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 8 is transformed by a dilation center at the origin, so that's important too. Which linear equation could be its image? So this question essentially just means which of these could possibly be the image. And what we want to know here, we want to remember, is that when we dilate a line, the line should be parallel. Okay? Which means they're going to have the same slope. So we want to know what's the slope of our line and then compare. So for this one, 3y equals negative 2x plus 8. I want to get it in the y equals mx plus b form first. I'll divide by 3, and I get y is equal to negative 2/3 x plus this ugly 8 over 3. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that the slope of my line is negative 2/3. And any other line that could possibly be the equation of its image has to have that same slope. So look at the last two. In order to solve, right, I'm going to have to move this 3x to the other side by subtracting. So this 3x is technically going to become a negative 3x on this side, and then I'm going to have to divide by this 2, whether it's positive or negative. And when I do divide by the 2's, right, here in this case negative 2, in this case positive 2, I get a slope of 3 over 2. So these are both out because the slopes are wrong. In numbers 1 and 2, we'll just pick one. Let's take a look at 1. Right? 2x plus 3y equals 5. If I solve, I'm going to subtract 2x first. Gives 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. I'm putting the x first because that's how it is in life with mx plus b. Divide by 3, and you'll see I'm going to end up with this negative 2/3, which matches. So my correct answer here is actually choice 1. If you do number 2, right, the second option here, and you do 2x minus 3y equals 5, when you subtract 2x from both sides first, we're going to get negative 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. When we divide by this negative 3, you'll see that this slope actually comes out to be positive because it's negative over negative. And that's why that can't be a solution. Okay? Alright, 23. We have a line, we're dilating, scale factor 2, and here's the center. So once again, check the center first. If we do y equals 3x minus 1, is the point where x is 3, y is 8, is 8, 3 times 3 minus 1, is that on the line? Is 8 equal to 9 minus 1? You bet your bottom dollar it is. If it is, that means that this equation stays the same. So it stays the same. And my answer is just 4. Alright? 24. We have a line segment. It dilated by a scale factor of 6, centered at the midpoint. What is the length of its image? So if we just have a segment, right? Here's the midpoint, and I know that it's 3 inches. So there's really 1.5 here, 1.5 here, and we're growing by a factor of 6. That means that the distance here is increasing by a factor of 6, right? So the point is stretching all the way out to there. I'm adding a 1.5 on every single time, right? So 1.5, that's 3, 4.5, right? 6, 7.5. This is actually now a length of 9 if I stretch it all the way out to here, which means it's going 9 in the other direction. So as long as you're dilating it, all you're doing is multiplying the scale factor times the length. That's it. That's all you're doing. So if it's a 3-inch segment and you're dilating it by a factor of 6, we multiply it out, we get 18 inches. And we just showed that this side stretches up to 9 inches, the other side's going to go 9 inches, and there's 18 altogether. Okay? 25. Line N is represented by the equation given 3x plus 4y equals 20. Determine and state the equation of line P, the image of line N, after a dilation scale factor of 1/3 center to the point 42. Okay? So, first things first, is the center on the line? We're going to plug x and y in. So it's 3 times 4 plus 4 times 2 equal to 20. Is 12 plus 8 equal to 20? Why, yes, indeed it is. So if it is, remember that means that the, and we're going to explain, so we're going to say that the center of dilation is on the line. So the equation doesn't change. Okay? And it says state the equation. So we actually have to state the equation. We can just write 3x plus 4y equals 20, and there's my answer. Okay? 26. The line segment is dilated by a scale factor of 2, center to point not on the line segment. Which statement regarding the relationship between the given segment and its image are true? So if I dilate by a scale factor of 2, and the key thing here is that the point not on the line segment, that means that the points are going to be twice as far away and the lines are going to be parallel, right? So line segments are perpendicular, that's out. Okay? Now it's going to get parallel, parallel. This one, the difference is twice the length and 1/2 the length. So scale factor of 2 means it's going to be twice, and we're good.